In my very first visit at Puttaparthi, I saw certain things that defied medical science. I came with a group of devotees from UK. There was a young girl who had not walked. And since I had joined the UK group, I had worked there before. This girl went into the interview room in a wheelchair, came out walking. That was enough to stun me to see the first miracle that I saw there. This person is not a Swami. He is God. My most humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan Baba. First of all, I wish to express my deepest gratitude to Swami for giving me an opportunity to work in his medical institutions and making me an instrument as part of his divine mission. I've been practicing medicine for the past 6 decades now and worked in UK, most of the time in the UAE, and since mid-90s have been involved in attending medical camps and outpatients, mainly during festivals initially, during my stay abroad. And then from 2010 onwards to date, been full-time initially in the general hospital at Whitefield and now in the super specialty setting. I came to Swami's fold in December 79 and had the first physical darshan of Swami at Vrindavan. And on the 2nd of January 1980, we were blessed with a family interview with Swami. And in my very first visit at Puttaparthi, I had not known Swami. I had only known about something about Shirdi Baba, but at that time still didn't know the link between Shirdi and Farti. That was the first visit. I saw certain things that defied medical science, which made me accept Swami instantaneously. He said, this person is not a Swami, he is God. I came with a group of devotees from UK. There was a young girl who had not walked. And since I had joined the UK group, I had worked there before. This girl went into the interview room in a wheelchair, came out walking. That was enough to stun me to see the first miracle that I saw there. Another one was, I won't take the name of the doctor, but a doctor's child was born with a hole in the heart with reversal of shunt. They were living in UK and they were advised to undergo surgery. I had the good fortune of seeing this child. Swami just rubbed the child's chest and said, no surgery, come back in 6 months. In 6 months, I happened to meet this doctor again. Swami said, materialized a Shirdi Baba statue, idol, told the parents to do milk abhishekam and give the milk to the child and said no surgery. When they went back to UK, the consultant cardiologist there was stunned because the heart had reduced in size, there were no murmurs, and hemodynamic, everything had reversed. Having worked over the past 60 years and having come in contact with Swami, I see there are a lot of differences between Swami's healthcare and healthcare as practiced in other hospitals and corporate sector. When it comes to patients, you can see the sigh of relief when they come and see the board that all treatment is provided free of cost in this place. So a lot of anxiety and tension regarding payment and all is already gone. Most of them have heard of Swami and they know about the working of the hospital, so they are already come prepared. But there are some who are surprised to see that there is no charges levied. As opposed to the huge charges that have to be dished out when you attend corporate places. That is from the patient's perspective. When it comes to doctors, I have seen the amount of stress and tension that the doctors are undergoing in other hospitals because they have to meet deadlines, they have to meet certain commitments, financial, they have to order certain number of tests, MRIs and things like that. So they are already under pressure, and sometimes they have to do things much against their own wishes, but they have no choice. Such a thing doesn't happen in Swami's healthcare. Every doctor can work at his own pace, using his own skills, his time, to the best of his ability. That is one major thing. Swami said, there are thousands of doctors in this world, but it's only a handful who are working in my hospitals. This does not apply just to doctors, but to every member of the staff, whether it is nursing, technical, pharmacy, dietary, cleaning staff, sevadals. There are numerous such people in the universe. But he says there are only a handful. And we have to be very grateful to Swami because these have been the chosen one by him. When it comes to patients too, he says there are millions of patients, but only a few thousands come to the hospital for care. So he knows his criteria of selection, who he knows whom to bring, when to bring, and how. It gives us a wonderful opportunity of practicing our dharma, whether it is a doctor or a nurse or a technician. And not only that, but we have an excellent opportunity of practicing Sanatan Dharma as applicable to the practice of medicine. In one of the interviews, Swami said, you spend 5 years in the medical school learning various branches of medicine, and after the end of 5 years, you qualify as a doctor. But your passing marks is 50%. And he said, 50, half the time I have to spend correcting doctors. This was Swami's message. Because if only 50 is your passing mark, means 50% you are not aware. So the next few decades after your MBBS as a doctor, you spend your time learning, improving your knowledge, learning various skills, expertise, and then you qualify to become a good doctor. Most of us get stuck at this level of being a good doctor. But Swami says you must proceed to become a God doctor. So in that good, you have to lose a zero, or an O. And what is this O? He says you have to get rid of anger, jealousy, pride, attachment, ego, the doership, and replace these with love and compassion, tolerance, patience, understanding, and selfless service. So the moment you do this, you proceed from good to being a God physician. And ancient texts have mentioned on several occasions Vaidyo Narayano Hari. That means doctor is very well an embodiment of God. Now, I want to ask all the doctors, at what stage are we in? Have we reached that pinnacle of success in our healthcare mission? We still have a long way to go. If you take the question of health, health is not merely an absence of illness. It has got 5 dimensions: physical, mental, emotional, environmental, and spiritual. So you need to tackle health on all these aspects to effectually ensure a proper outcome. By the grace of Swami, in 2017, we were very fortunate to establish a wellness division in this hospital, and we had the great backing and encouragement from the hospital director in setting up a wellness division in a tertiary care setting. See, all these years we've been noticing patients coming for treatment, and the numbers keep on increasing. In spite of so much of improved healthcare, improved affluence, why are still people falling ill? That is a question we need to ask. This is because everything is on a fast mode. Fast life, fast thinking, fast food. So, and fast end to life as well. So, everything we need to look into this aspect. So, for the first time, an attempt was made to bring in preventive healthcare by using the best practices of modern medicine combined with the wisdom of our traditional medicine. And we set up through Dr. Agarwal, the vibronic section in the hospital. We have an we had an acupuncturist, but then she left and we got an acupressure person. I myself personally do energy healing. And since I have been working in an integrative approach, I have using the best practices of Ayurveda at times or even homeopathy. I find homeopathy is very useful in dealing with viral infections and improving your immune system. And one of the example was the wonderful effect homeopathy and vibronics had during the COVID epidemic, where a lot of people did not fall sick. So we need to have an integrative practice even in modern medicine. I see there is a lot of malnutrition. Malnutrition, I don't mean lack of food, but the wrong food that is being used. Diet and nutrition plays an important role in healthcare, and we need to train, we need to advise patients on the proper intake of food. And it is very surprising. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of children with obesity. And it is a worrying part just because parents have given them a free hand to eat everything. And there is a very high consumption of food with colors, flavors, artificial flavorings, preservatives. With the result, you're taking in a lot of calories, but no nutrition, resulting in childhood obesity. And this childhood obesity we tend to carry in our adulthood. And already the country is suffering from an explosion of diabetes. And we have got now children being obese, becoming adults, and carrying that further into their adulthood. So unless we put a stop at the pediatric age group, we are not going to improve our healthcare for the future. So we need to look into this aspect of diet and nutrition. The fast world with lot of electronic gadgets is exposing us to a lot of electromagnetic radiation. Unknown, these have been now being shown to have a lot of problems, health problems. We carry mobiles in our pocket. We carry it in our shirt pocket, sometimes close to the heart. And I recently bought a gadget of testing electromagnetic radiation. The moment I held the thing in my device in my hand and turned on the machine, I could see the energy going right up the body. So there is no doubt, without our knowledge, we are passing electromagnetic radiation to different parts of our system, the brain, the heart, the abdominal organs. And unknown to us, we are producing slow changes in the electromagnetic field, which can lead to sort of unexplained health issues. And unless we tackle this on literally on a war footing, particularly with children, because now children have become so addicted to these electromagnetic devices that they suffer from a lot of eye issues, eye problems, concentration, and so on. So, diet, nutrition, taking care of stress and anxiety, eliminating environmental toxins, EMF, these are the factors that we all need to look in a wellness setting, combining with our existing care of patients. It's surprising how many cases of non cardiac pain have come to the wellness clinic and got relief just by way of anxiety and things. Whereas these people have gone to other hospitals and ended up having x rays and ECGs and all the time and going into chronicity, which can be avoided and unnecessary cost cut down. So, this is one aspect we need to really look into it. Health is, when I said we have a good chance of practicing our dharma, and what is the dharma of a doctor? Dharma of a doctor is to preservation of life, alleviate suffering, and improve health and well-being. That is the dharma of a doctor and the profession. The same thing when it comes to Sanatan Dharma, you include your regular practices with other way of life. And I was surprised 25 years later, I meet this doctor in Dubai. And he said, Doctor, you have to attend my son's wedding. The same child whom I had seen as a newborn, I attended his wedding and he is hale and hearty. So this is Swami producing a miracle beyond, thing. This is what gave me an instant belief that, he has to be God. And I've seen sort of numerous miracles. So what I'm saying is we need to look at the physical, not only just at the physical, but we need to look at both the mental and spiritual aspects for maintaining health and proper well-being. And I only hope we can continue. The only target that Swami has given us is to achieve excellence in healthcare by using all modalities of treatment. And he has given us this opportunity to work. He's given a free hand, and we have all resources at our disposal. So there is no excuse why we should not improve in our healthcare mission. And most important is to educate our patients. Because unless we educate, we are not going to progress. And Swami once said, I don't want to see a single patient in the hospital. I'll be very happy the day no patient walks in the hospital. That means everybody will be in a good state of health. Perhaps it will happen in another yuga, I don't know. But, and the other, what Swami emphasized is I am in every patient that walks in here. You have to see me in everyone that you come across in your work. The day you see me in everyone, that will be the day when you will witness my Vishwasvarupa. So he said, I am happy when my patients are happy because I am in them. And so our motto is to improve our level of healthcare, to see that every patient who walks in with a problem goes out satisfied with a smile. And if we can make Swami happy, I think we would have reached the pinnacle of healthcare. And we can only do this by following a simple dictum: help ever, hurt never, love all, serve all with selfless service. Jai Sai Ram.